We're continuing to follow up on a story that's getting national attention tonight. A boy assaulted for reportedly not removing his baseball cap during the national anthem at the Mineral County Fairgrounds over the weekend. The teen was airlifted to Spokane for treatment of skull fractures.
And tonight we're learning more about the man facing charges for this incident. 39-year-old Kurt Brockway made his initial court appearance yesterday in Mineral County after he was cited for, quote, causing bodily harm to a 13-year-old male. Although the state requested a $100,000 bond in the case, court documents show Honorary Judge Dale Magone ruled Brockway could be released without posting bail despite the fact he has a criminal record. KPAX's Kent Lutzen spent the day in Mineral County looking for some answers and brings us the latest.
Many of you had questions about the reasoning behind Brockway's release. We came down to Mineral County to ask Judge Dale Magone and County Attorney Ellen Donahue about this. The word we got: they were too busy. I called and I emailed and I waited outside the courthouse. When I finally spoke to Judge Magone, he admitted to avoiding me and said he couldn't comment on this case. However, I was able to get court documents that give us more insight into Brockway's past. According to these court documents, Brockway was released on his own recognizance on Monday, but is subject to a list of conditions. A few of those include he is required to affix a GPS to his body. He shall have no contact with the victim and his family along with witnesses, and Brockway can only leave his parents' home for work, doctor appointments, and court appearances. This most recent incident, it comes just 6 months after Brockway was released from supervision from a 2010 case where he was found guilty of assault with a weapon. According to a 2010 affidavit, Brockway randomly pulled a gun on a family of 3. According to those victims, Brockway stated he was going to kill them. Brockway was, however, persuaded by a friend to put down his gun and leave the scene. Brockway was later sentenced to the Department of Corrections for a term of 10 years for this incident. All of that was suspended, but he was on probation until this February. According to court documents, Brockway has a traumatic brain injury, but seems to manage rather well. He completed neurological, psychological therapy, and was prescribed medication. The Montana Department of Corrections Adult Probation and Parole determined Brockway to be low risk and successfully served 9 months under supervision. After 900 hours of community service and serving 7 years of probation, Brockway was discharged from his supervision on February 7th of 2019, just 6 months ago. Now, Brockway, he's back in court. He's facing charges for assaulting a minor. Brockway's arraignment has been set for August 14th at 10 a.m. In Superior, Kent Lutzen, MTN News.
Today, the boy's mother says he is healing, but he's still having some trouble sleeping. She added he's still pretty scarred and traumatized by this incident.